Okay, a little update on the 99 Cherokee XJ. I'm adding quite a few features to it under the hood, and there's not much space under here, so getting them located properly is pretty difficult. So for the air horns, I've added dual compressors, one compressor per horn, and dual relays to control it right here on the fender well next to the brake booster. On the other side, we have a bracket for my aux beam 8. Which fits on here like this. Yeah. Lost one screw. Anyway, it fits on here like this, and then the top goes onto it, obviously. And next to that is an external regulator, which is required because I'm doing an onboard welder. And here's the container for the onboard welder, bolted to the side of the Jeep with some spacers. This is the control panel for the onboard welder. DC for welding, DC return, a 110 volt outlet for power tools, on and off switch obviously, and then a voltmeter that would allow me to set welding voltage. That's usually somewhere around 20 to 25 volts, and then it will also let me to set 120 volts for when I'm using a power tool. Next to that is the 300 amp relay that controls the power coming out of the alternator. When the relay is open, the power goes to the onboard welder. When the relay is closed, it goes to the rest of the Jeep system to charge the battery and whatnot. And that will be associated with moving my alternator up to this position and moving the air compressor for the air conditioning down to the current alternator position. And at that point, I will put in a high capacity alternator. Over in this corner, I moved the reservoir for the radiator, the overflow reservoir, towards the engine 3/4 of an inch, which gave me room for a 60 amp fuse for my horns. Yeah, that it pulls a lot of current. And then this is the 60 amp breaker that goes to the aux beam control panel. And those are both very close to the this connection here, which is where the power goes into the junction box. So I'll have very short unfused runs. And that gives me space for everything that I currently have planned. Like I said, it's a little bit of a tight squeeze, but it can be done.